أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين. قال الله تعالى في محكم كتابه: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وإذ قالت الملائكة يا مريم إن الله اصطفاك وطهرك واصطفاك على نساء العالمين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Knowing the mistress of the women of the world, Ma'rifat al-Zahra is something that nobody can perceive and understand and comprehend. Only Allah and Ahlul Bayt who know who is Fatima Salamullah alayha. She is the Hujjah on Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayha. Ummuna Fatima Hujjatullahi alayha. She has a greatness in this universe. We don't know actually what Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhim have in terms of the Darajat al-Ulya, the great and high status. On the day of judgment, in the Qiyamah, when Fatima Salamullah she comes, before she enters the paradise, she would turn and say that لِيَعْرَفْ قَدْرِي. So she asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to show her greatness. So Allah orders her to make shafa'ah. فَتَلْتَقَطْ شِيعَتَهَا. She would grab her Shia from the day of judgment and provide the shafa'ah. It is there where we understand the greatness of Zahra Salamullah alayha. In a hadith, just to know how she is great, قال الصادق عليه السلام: إن الله تعالى أمهر فاطمة عليها السلام ربع الدنيا. She gave, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Fatima to Zahra, bestowed her what's called as a dowry, as the husband gives to the wife, as a dowry. So the mahr of Fatima, the dowry of Fatima from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was quarter of the world. Now is it the earth, is it the whole universe? Allah knows. Or ad-dunya. Is this dunya or the whole universe? Allah knows. You have to ask us, ulama. فَرُبْعُهَا لَهَا. So quarter of the dunya is for her. Salamullah alayha. But see the great reward and bounty that Allah gave to Zahra Salamullah alayha. وَأَمْهَرَهَا الْجَنَّةَ وَالنَّارِ. صلوا على محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
All the paradise, all the hell in her hands, Salamullah alayha, which is the shafa'ah. And then the hadith says, what does it mean? تملك الجنة والنار. She owns, she has the ownership, authority of Jannah and Nar. What does it mean? The Imam says, As-Sadiq alayhi salam, تدخل أعداءها النار وتدخل أولياءها إن شاء الله الجنة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
That is the true meanings of the highness and state of Al-Bayt Salamullah alayhim. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that on the day of judgment, He gives يفوض إليهم حساب الناس. ويريد زيارة الجامعة الكبيرة. ومفوض إليكم مضمون الزيارة على كل حال, that Allah delegated, He gave the حساب وحساب الناس عليكم in the ziyarah. They actually deal with the hisab of people. Allah gave them the authority. Allah is the Arhamur Rahim, He is the Ghani, He is the rich. So He gives knowledge to this Prophet, to this Imam. So He also gives the shafa'ah he also gives the power and the strength that allows the Imam or the Ma'soom to deal with the hisab of the people. One of the enemies of Ahlul Bayt came and he said to Imam Ali alayhi salam that your father Abu Talib is in hellfire. How come? قال كيف أبي في النار مضمون الحديث وابنه قسيم الجنة والنار. صلى على How come my father is in hellfire and I am the divider between hell and heaven, hell and paradise? They wanted to try to reduce, to downgrade the maqam of Ali alayhi salam by saying that Abu Talib na'udhu billah is mata ala shirk, na'udhu billah. Just to lower down the position of Ali ibn Abi Talib salamullah alayhi. So Fatima salamullah alayha, she has this great status. In the end of the hadith, the Imam says, and this is the important part. He says, salamullah alayhi, وهي الصديقة الكبرى وهي الصديقة الكبرى وعلى معرفتها دارة القرون. With the knowledge of Fatima was introduced by the previous nations. How? Initially, let's come to the first part. وعلى معرفتها. What does it mean, the ma'rifah? The knowledge of Fatima. Salamullah alayha. Knowledge of Fatima means that to believe in her as the Ma'soom, as the mother of the Ma'soomin, Salamullah alayhim. Also the Wilaya included. To believe in their the i'tiqad in Fatima and the Wilayat of Ahlul Bayt, Salamullah alayhim. That's the first part. The second part is to believe in her maqamat, in her greatness. Because some people came and they made doubts and shukuk that is Fatima she has asma, for example. Was she killed by those people, the enemies of Ahlul Bayt salamullah? Was she crushed between the door and the wall? They tried to make all these doubts, and of course shaitan tries to penetrate between the mu'mineen, between the believers, in order to deceive them and take them away from the haqq. So the true believer is the person who believes in Fatima salamullah alayha, in her maqamat, in her status, that she is the Hujjatullah on Ahlul Bayt salamullah alayha. So that's to do with this hadith. Now, let's go to another hadith, inshallah. I want to take our time. In terms of the creation as well, another azam of Fatima, greatest of Fatima salamullah alayha. Azamatu Zahra salamullah alayha, in her creation. Because we believe that they were created from the Nurullah, not from the clay and turab, watin. Ahlul Bayt are the unique, were created from Nurullah and brought to the Sulb Adam alayhi salam and came to this world. So this hadith mentions the creation of Fatima salamullah alayha and what was the outcome of Fatima's creation. يقول في الحديث وفتق نور ابنة فاطمة عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وفتق نور ابنة فاطمة منه فخلق. So what happened when he created Fatima's Nur alayhi salam? What came out from this Nur? What was spread, illuminated from this Nur? فخلق السماوات والأرض فالسماوات والأرض من نور ابنة فاطمة.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Truly this world we live in with the barakat of Fatima salamullah. The ard, the samawat, all with the nur of Fatima. And this barakat on this earth, mashallah, the barakat, the fruits, the vegetables, whatever we eat is from the barakat of nur Fatima salamullah alayha. Likewise, the hadith is basically in more detail. I just took the shahid for our majlis. It also says that Nur al-Hussein salamullah alayhi fataqa min Nur al-Hussein al-Jannah wa hur al-'ain fal-Jannah wal hur al-'ain min Nur al-Hussein. And the hadith says later on wa Nur Fatima min Nur Allah. Of course, Allah is not a creation. But Allah creates something great, which is called Nurullah, like Baytullah, Kaaba. It doesn't mean Allah lives in, na'udhu astaghfirullah, inside the Kaaba. These are just symbols, as I mentioned in the first majlis in the Husayniyah. Sha'a'irullah, these are Sha'a'irullah, symbols of Allah. So He creates a house called House of God, House of Allah. You go and do Hajj, and so forth. Also, Nurullah is a creation, and it's the best creation, in which Allah creates from this Nur, Ahlul Bayt Salamullah alayhi. And it could be the same Nur, and we don't know exactly what's Nurullah. Is it Ahlul Bayt themselves? Nurullah, Allahu A'lam. But the first creation, of course, were Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad Salamullah.
Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad.
Then the hadith says, وَفَاطِمَةٌ أَفْضَلُ مِنَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ Salamullah alayha. Although the creation was from her, but she's the greatest. She's the best from the samawat wal ard. This great creation that the malaika descend and ascend from heaven to the earth. في بيوت أذن الله أن يذكر فيها اسمه مضمون الآية. One of them asks Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that, is it the house of Ali and Fatima? قال من أفضلها, it's the best house. Ali and Fatima salamullah alayhi, is one of the best house in which the malaika descend and ascend to this house. So Fatima salamullah alayha has this great position. And of course there are different levels in her ma'rifah. We elevate with our iman to know and understand the azamat Fatima salamullah alayha. It's not something simple. The first level of ma'rifah, of knowledge, that we should understand and know her history, her date of birth. We attend her majalis. In Fatimiyya, for example, we attend the mawalid of Ahlul Bayt salamullah alayhi, also Mawlid al-Zahra salamullah alayhi. We should know that she was born on the 20th of Jamad al-Akhirah, for example. The first step in ma'rifat Fatima